Hello, I hope you're having a great day. This is Erica from blacksandperiodfilms.com, and today is day 25 of our Write It series for Black History Month. Today we're going to discuss Rose Meta Morgan. She began a beauty empire in Harlem during the 1940s and quickly became a powerhouse in the field of beauty. She was highly respected in African American high society because of her success. Because of how successful she was, many people might think she had a different beginning, but actually she began her life as the daughter of a sharecropper in Mississippi, 1912. But like her father was very business minded, and that's where she got her gusto from her father. And he was so business minded that he was able to move his family of 13 to Chicago when Rose was only 6 years old. I found this refreshing because many times when we hear about sharecroppers, the story often is very sad and it shows the people are very downtrodden because of their situation. But in this case, we see that this sharecropper was very business minded, and so he made it out of there. By the time she was 10, she was following the example of her father as a businesswoman or as a business girl. She made artificial flowers and she convinced children in her neighborhood to sell them from door to door. And she was only 10 years old when she did that. By the time she was 14, she was making money with her hair skills. From there, she attended Morris School of Beauty, and that served her well. Because of a friend, she got the opportunity to style the hair of singer and actress Ethel Waters. You see her to the right, in 1938. And Ethel loved what she did so much that she invited her to come to New York City with her. When Rose reached New York City, she fell in love. She is quoted as talking about the tall buildings and the beautiful women and how wonderfully dressed they were. And she wanted to be like that. So she went back home, got the permission of her father, and she headed back up to New York and opened up a salon in New York. She hired 5 stylists and signed a 10-year lease on a vacant, dilapidated mansion. Now, signing the lease on this mansion was a wonderful idea because it took her business to a new level. She didn't just have a storefront, she had her salon in a mansion. And because of that, in 1942, she owned and operated the largest African American beauty parlor in the world. By 1946, the Rose Meta House of Beauty had a staff of 29, which consisted of 20 hairstylists, 3 licensed masseuses, and 1 registered nurse. So she took everything she did to the next level. She began marketing her own line of cosmetics, and she even had fashion shows. She was a woman of total beauty. So she did hair, makeup, inner beauty, as well as clothing. In 1955, she upped her ante even more and started a dressmaking department and a charm school. And in 1960, she added a wig salon. And she was doing so much so successfully that estimates for how much she was making was around $3 million. The Rose Morgan's House of Beauty was very successful. And you see her on the left, you see her at work. She got married in 1955 to Joe Louis, who was a legendary boxing champion. It did not last very long. It only lasted 2 years, unfortunately. But she continued to be successful business-wise. One of the things that she was very, very concerned with was advocating for all beauty, not just one type of beauty. And so she wrote for a column in the 1960s for the New Pittsburgh Courier. The name of the column was The Beautiful Truth, Rose Morgan's Beauty Tips. She wanted to make sure that all hair textures were seen as beautiful, all skin colors were seen as beautiful. And because of her endeavors and her business success, she was able to do that. During her years of business, she trained 3,000 employees, launched her own products, and fought for better wages and conditions for beauticians. She was one of the first Black beauty shop owners to become a member of the New York State Wage Board. She was tireless in her work for improving the conditions of Black women in the beauty industry. Later in life, she was one of the founders of New York City's only Black-owned commercial bank, which is called the Freedom National Bank. You see a picture of the grand opening there. She retired in 1970, and at the age of 83, she passed away on December 16, 2008. She led a full life and she was very, very successful. I would enjoy a film or series about the journey of a woman born to sharecroppers. Through hard work and determination, she ends her life as one of the most prolific businesswomen of her time. Much like Madam C.J. Walker, Rose Meta Morgan was an incredible businesswoman and her story should be told. Someone should write it.